Hi, everyone. I wanted to share this with all of you today, and I'm going to get this message out real quick. So, if this is the only thing, the only part of the video that you get today, perfect. I believe in you. I truly, truly, truly believe in you. Now, let that sink in. How does that feel? Do you believe in you? Honestly, sit with it. Are you feeling any contractions in your body? Are you feeling any tightness, any pain? Did that message trigger you? Perfect. Let's begin. My name is Ann Miller French, and I am the owner and founder of Angelik Hands, LLC. I'm here in Newberry, Florida. And I'm the creator of For the Woman in Me Quantum Goddess Activations. And I'm the artist of Light Language Art by Anne. I help women and men release deep energetic blockages that are holding them back from fully experiencing and living and embodying their version of heaven on earth. This was birthed through my own life's pain that I transformed and loved and transformed it into my mission, my passion, my purpose. So I am here today to give you just a little taste of what is involved with a quantum goddess activation. And you are also seeing a piece of my light language art by Anne behind me that is called Nostradamus. Within each piece of artwork that is produced by me, it's blessed with Reiki, light language. There's light codes embedded in each piece, whether it's acrylic on canvas or from working with resin and crystals and sacred geometry. And quantum energy, lots and lots of quantum energy. And as I continue to work on me and my vessel, I continue to see the changes in every single piece of art that I have produced to date. And I'm having so much fun with it. It is bringing me so much happiness and an abundance of joy and magic and play for my inner child. But I will be honest with you, there were days and seasons and times in my life, as young as I can remember, where I didn't understand why I was feeling what I was feeling, what I was going through, didn't understand how to work with my gifts, didn't even realize that they were gifts, and recognizing how connected we truly are. And when we're disconnected from source, disconnected from God, disconnected from the creator, how we see this outer, and be quite blunt, how we see this outer shit show, this craziness around us. And it's never fun. But I recognize that for every season, every loss, every downfall, every rock bottom, that brought me back into the stillness and brought me back in to do the deeper inner work, to bring me closer to God, to the God within, to Creator, to who I truly am and why I'm here at this time. And all of this information that I'm here to share with each and every one of you. If you found me, this wasn't by accident. I do believe that every time I share a message, if two souls are meant to connect, that message is going out, someone is receiving it, and we're making that connection. So today I would like to talk about the importance of shadow work, getting to know your darker aspects of self. I call them the lost children. Part of your one-on-one sessions with me, which are all done by Zoom, by the way, so it's in the convenience of your own home, your own sacred space. It's getting to know those aspects of you, those missing children, those missing pieces, those fragments. Think about the last time that you stated an affirmation. Perhaps it was an I am, and you said, I am prosperity. And then all of a sudden you noticed, perhaps the very same day, things started to feel like they were falling apart or they weren't working out, or you noticed that there was this pain in your body that wasn't there before. You felt contraction, you felt restricted. Perhaps you even felt angry. Maybe you felt pissed off, or there was some rage or resentment, and it was showing up in the mirrors. The mirrors are the people, places, things outside of you that are showing you where that disconnection is, showing you where that shadow is, that part of you that believes that that's not possible. Nope, nope, nope. And it's been doing a good job of that for many, many years. Ever since I can remember, for me as a little girl, when I was taught very early on to turn my light way down. And after you hear, don't say that, don't do that, don't act like that, you're too shiny, you're acting up, whatever it was, that gets locked in. And then over time, that starts to form a belief and an identity, a personality. And these aspects have been doing a very good job for many, many years of protecting you. If you ever felt like you were walking into a space or you were around someone or an area and you felt like you're walking on eggshells, what is that mirror representing? What is that person representing? When have you ever felt that way? Where you didn't feel safe, or perhaps you never felt safe, or you didn't feel good in your body, or you've lived with a long life of pain or injuries or rock bottoms or loss or any form of lack. Each and every one of us is looking through a lens. So what are you seeing with your own two eyes? Are you seeing that prosperity in its truest form that is available to each and every one of us? The abundance? Or are you seeing through a little small part that is seeing continued lack? And there's these old beliefs that are running in the background. Or you find that things that you've been praying for, things that you've been asking for, or even know what you know in your heart that is rightfully yours. It's your birthright. And you start to see only part of what you asked for, part of what you thought of. My heartfelt intention is for each and every one of you and me to see through the bigger lens of who you truly are and how powerful you are. And it's making peace with those forgotten aspects, those shadow aspects, and seeing them as an absence of light, an absence of love, the parts that are ready to be seen, to be heard, to be recognized, to be loved, to be integrated. You may even look at them as missing puzzle pieces. This is the frame. Where are those missing pieces? If there's any area in your life that feels stuck right now, could be anything surrounding finances, relationships, your health, time management, your career, your heart's desires, who you know that you truly are as a creator, and having all these divine gifts within. As I mentioned before, for the woman in me, quantum goddess activations, and my artwork, not only for women, it's also for men. But I will preface this by saying that this is not easy. I will never sugarcoat this. I created this specifically for the women and the men that are already doing the inner work. They're already saying yes to the deep dive. And they're not afraid to go deeper and to go into those stuck areas and those deeper, denser areas and saying yes to what comes next. And that's where I come in. And I share this from my lifelong experiences of doing my own inner work on a consistent daily basis so that I can be here with you, not as a tiny speck, but the biggest, brightest bulb that you can imagine. But the message that came through loud and clear today is there is no light without shadow. You are both. I am both. We are both. It's the contrast. And it's learning to love all aspects of self and getting to know these versions that have been running in the background, whether you're aware of it or not. And I could tell you from my own personal experiences, and that have been running the show. And anytime you have gotten so close and then you felt like the rug was snapped out from under you, and there was self-sabotage, there was another loss, another heartbreak, another failure, or simply giving up. I'm going to share a little message in light language. And for anyone that may be new to light language, it is the language of love. It is the language of the soul. It brings about balance and harmony to your body, mind, soul. It is deeply understood by every single cell in your being. And this message will help you to make sense of what comes next for you. Do you stay locked up in fear? Do you stay locked up in the wishful thinking and not do anything? Or do you say yes You're ready to face these fears. You're ready to face the shadows. You're ready to do the deeper inner work. You're ready to say yes to you. So I'm going to invite you at this time to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. You're going to slowly exhale that air out of your mouth. And please do this at a time where you will not be interrupted. Place your feet flat on the floor, where you're not focusing on anything but simply being in this very moment. Listening to the sound of my voice, the sound of your own breath. Continue to take that breath in, followed by the breath out, calling all of your energy back into your vessel. And grounding and anchoring and connecting yourself to Mother Earth. Hold that intention. Add a visualization. If you're a visual person, that's perfect. And I will begin speaking the light language now. Sale que ala que, sale que ale que, zale que ale que, zale que, sole que, sole que, sole que, sale que. Take a moment to feel this in your body. Where are you feeling this in your body? Take a moment to feel this. Sole pete kala ke te ki pale ke ate. Sole pete te aka se ke ala ke a. Sole peke seka te ke ate ke la ka te ke soke la kala ke. I'd like you to take your, what I call your pincher fingers. Like pretend that the two fingers, your pointer finger and your thumb are, I call them your pincher fingers. Think of a lobster. And if you have any thing going on with your fingers or any health conditions, simply use your imagination, use your intention. And now I'd like you to place them in the center of your ear and your pointer in the center of each ear, and then your thumb behind the back of your ear, and you're going to gently pull down. You hold a lot of tension. This is a somatic release technique. You're going to pull this down. You might even notice that your jaw starts to open. You might even start yawning. You might even have emotions that come up to the surface. That's perfect. That means it's working. So you're going to gently pull down. Get that feeling. Get that feeling. Oh, yes. And let your neck move however it wants to move. And now you're going to reverse that. You're going to bring your thumb up to the upper part of your ear. Not the top part, but the top inner part. And now you're going to gently pull up with your thumb. And again, see what wants to move. Simply being present. Perfect. Now I'd like you to take in a nice deep breath and slowly exhale that air out of your mouth. Check in with yourself right now. How are you feeling? Even placing your hands over your heart. Inner child loves connection, loves that gentle touch. Placing your hands over your heart and creating that safe space for yourself, for your body. How long have you been disconnected from your body? When was the last time that you felt safe? When was the last time that you took time out for you? And take that breath. Place your hands down by your side. I'm simply going to remind you to drink more water than you normally would. Stay hydrated. Take time for these messages to integrate. You may not understand at the moment what was shared with you. It is a message from my higher self to your higher self. We're working together. So whether you catch this now or later, you can come back to this part of the video at any time. You may have an insight, you may have a light bulb moment, write it down. Have a dedicated journal for you and only you and write it down. It may be something, a specific message, perhaps something that somebody shares with you, a feeling, knowing what your next steps are, what your next move is. It's specific to you and only you. And I'm sending you so much love. If you'd like to learn more about me and my practice and all of my different offerings, I invite you to visit my website, angelichaNds.com. That's ANGELIKHANDS.com. Reach out if you have any questions, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care.